The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Now Locke on the bootleg. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Second and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw it is Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Locke now to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 18 on the play. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jayon Brown able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And McManus able to put it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Henry again on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Gordon on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Hamler now on the return. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 40 now on second down. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Lock going to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's Lock. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. It's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. It got his man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. There you go, Tiger. I got one. 30 right. Ricky. Kill. Triple left. 30, where's the mic? And let's get
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And the Titans get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, hey. Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Being chased out left. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Tannehill now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McCann's kick up and good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Gordon will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On first down, it's Gordon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block off a play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Titans 17. Brandon McManus, the
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Tannehill. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tannehill to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Alert. 3 down. 31's the mic.
Now Tannehill.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Locke. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a good return up past the 30. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And another road date awaits them next week, as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,